Hey there, what if I told you that in just the next few minutes, you could actually go from knowing zero Arabic to building your very first real sentences? Well, stick around because that's exactly what we're going to do.
Yep, that's the plan. We're going to do it right now. No boring grammar rules, no endless drills. We're just going to learn a few key words and see how they click together. So, let's jump in. You know, any language is really just made of simple pieces. Think of them like building blocks. We're going to start with the most basic ones, nouns. These are going to be the core subjects of our sentences.
Okay, our very first word is shams, which is pronounced shams. Try it with me, shams. And it means, quite simply, the sun. That's a pretty easy one to start with, right? And for our second building block, we have kalb, pronounced kalb. Say it again, kalb. This one means a dog. So just like that, we have shams for the sun and kalb for a dog. 2 words down, not bad at all. Now, nouns are great, but this is where things get really interesting. We can start to describe them. It's time to add a little personality, what I like to call descriptive color, using adjectives. Let's find a color for our sun. The word is safra, or safara. One more time, safara. And this means yellow. I think you can probably see where this is going. And for our dog, let's use the color aswad, pronounced aswad. This is the Arabic word for black. So we have our 2 colors, yellow, safra, and black, aswad. All right, this is the moment we've been working towards. We have our nouns, we have our adjectives. It is time to snap these building blocks together and create our first real Arabic phrases. Now, here's something really cool about Arabic. In English, we have to say, the sun is yellow. We need that little word is. But in a lot of cases in Arabic, you don't need it at all. You just put the noun and the adjective side by side. It's that simple. And here it is. Ash-shams safra. Ash-shams safra. The sun is yellow. That's it. You just made your first complete descriptive statement in Arabic. How cool is that? It just shows how intuitive this can be. Okay, let's try it again with our other pair. We have kalb for dog and aswad for black. We put them together and we get kalb aswad, a black dog. See the pattern? It's the same simple logic. You've totally got this. Okay, so we can make descriptive phrases, which is awesome. But now we're ready for the next big leap, turning those little phrases into complete sentences that can paint a much bigger picture. To do that, we need a really useful little word, hunak, or hunak. Hunak is your secret weapon for just saying that something exists. It means there is, or there are. It's a fantastic way to start a sentence. So you can basically just stick this at the beginning of a phrase to state that it's there. For instance, if you take our word for dog, kalb, and you say hunaka kalb, that means simply there is a dog. You're now literally pointing things out in the world using Arabic. Let's add one more tool to our toolbox. What if you want to say where something is? For that, we can use the word taht, pronounced taht, and it just means under. So now we can really start to tell a little story. We have our black dog, kalb aswad, but where is it? Let's say it's under the sun. We can say kalb aswad taht ash-shams, a black dog under the sun. See how all these little blocks are coming together to create a full image? All right, let's switch gears and make things a little more personal. I mean, describing the world is great, but language really comes to life when we can talk about ourselves, what we have and what we feel. Okay, this is a really important one. We just learned hunak for when something just exists out there. But when you want to say that you personally have something, you need a different word, endi or indi. So, hunak means there is a dog, but indi means I have a dog. See the difference? So here's how you'd use it. To say I have a dog, you just put the words together. Andi kalb or indi kalb. Just like that, you're not just pointing out a random dog anymore, you're talking about your own life, your pet. And what about feelings? Super important, right? To say I love, the word is uhibbu or uhibbu. So if you want to say I love the sun, you just combine it with our very first word, uhibbu ash-shams, uhibbu ash-shams. Let's learn one last adjective, but this one is really useful for describing people. The word is latifa, latifa. It's a really lovely word and it means nice. And you use it exactly like the other adjectives we learned. If you want to say a person,
let's say Mariam, is nice, you just say her name and then the word Mariam Latifa. Mariam Latifa. And just like that, you can now give someone a compliment in Arabic.
And that's it. I mean, just stop for a second and look at this vocabulary you've picked up. From nouns like son and dog, to colors, to personal things like I have and I love. You've built a real toolkit for making your very first sentences.
So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Don't let these words just stay on the screen. Take them with you. Look around the room right now. Can you see something black? Is there something you love? You actually have the Arabic words for this stuff now. So go on, what can you describe?